I'll stick with that.
All right. Hello. This is the first episode. This is a very mock episode, but this is the first episode of the pilot, right? That's what we're calling it, the pilot. You know, shout out to Netflix if you want to take this on. This is the Stellium Adventures podcast. You got me, your co-host, Marvin, aka Money Marv, and the lovely Jozie. Jozie, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, Jozie, or some of you may know me as Raw Ascension, and I'm excited to be here.
Cool. So I'll introduce myself in case you don't know me. I'm Marvin, aka Money Marv. I'm a software engineer. I'm a developer. I'm a spiritual guy. I'm an aspiring astrologer training under the lovely Jozie, and we'll get into some of the astrology here soon. I also have a tax business, and I invest in the market. I invest in the stock market, real estate market. So I'm also studying financial astrology. So we have an array of things to talk about on this podcast. But for today, we're gonna get into some fun stuff, some do's and don'ts of astrology that Jozie is gonna entertain us with. And then what else are we talking about? We said do's and don'ts. And then we're going to talk about some raw food and parasites, right? We're going to talk about,
we like that stuff.
Jozie, she also goes under Raw Ascension. Jozie, do you want to tell people a little bit about Raw Ascension and like kind of what that part of you represents?
Yeah, so Raw Ascension came to be about 11 years ago whenever I started my own journey with just understanding the chemistry of my own body and really working to understand how to create balance, an environment inside of my body that would harbor balance. And so that process led me to raw foods, whole food, plant-based living, specifically uncooked plants, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. And that was a transformative experience for me. I transformed my health, my spirituality transformed, my body transformed. I lost over 125 pounds.
Sheesh.
In about 13 months.
Damn, that's a whole person.
It's a whole person, yeah. And it's been a really powerful and enlightening and also at times overwhelming journey over the last 11 years with the Raw Ascension ascending from the point of just the raw element, that the base, the seed, and how to strip it down to that basic microbial level and allow it to grow, regrowth from new substance. I work with fasting a lot and with like detox protocol, whether that is to transition into a different lifestyle of eating and being, whether that's into plant-based or more whole food-based. I work with a lot of athletes and a lot of people who are working to eradicate something. Unfortunately, most people that end up having a conversation with someone like myself wait until there is something chronically wrong. Like myself, 11 years ago, I had high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic. I was taking metformin for 3 years. My family has diabetes.
What's metformin?
Metformin is a blood pressure it's a blood sugar medication that they will prescribe people who are insulin resistant or people who have diabetes to help control the blood sugar. Yes.
Yeah, and like the fluctuations in blood sugar level.
Exactly. Yeah. And they were actually preparing me for insulin as well. My hair was falling out. I had like all kinds of crazy symptoms. And so it was that desperation that sort of led me to do more research. And I was really lucky with some root, like from when I was born, like from my environment, to have some root knowledge around naturopathic and just like natural body aligned practice. So yeah, it's been a really fun journey through all of that to Raw Ascension. And then somewhere along the mix, I've always used astrology with my clients. I am a professional astrologer. Western tropical astrology is what I focus on, but I've studied other modalities of astrology Over the last 23 years, I've been a student of astrology, and I have learned so much, and it really took off when I started to apply astrology in different areas of my day-to-day life, specifically what we're talking about now, when I was really working with people one-on-one, working with myself through that process of detoxing initially and transforming my life, but also using astrology to work with my clients and understand how to best meet their needs, whether it comes from the perspective of the body. You can look at every part of the body through the lens of astrology, or through the emotional, mental, spiritual elements of the being. I'm also a psychic medium and intuitive guide. I work with ceremony and have the opportunity to just lead a meeting point between my clients and their team, as I would call it, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever comes forward, so that you can have a relationship and a connection with your own gifts and your own higher self without the aid of someone like me or anything outside of yourself.
By the way, if you want to book with Jozie, I will put her info on the description of this video. If you're looking for a reading, Jozie's readings are life-changing. Or if you want to chop it up about raw ascension and you're trying to change your life, please holler at Jozie.
Yeah, holler at me.
For sure. And I'm Money Marv. I'm an investor. I study the stock market. I study business, entrepreneurship. I have a tax business, Titus Tax Pros. So I'm tax savvy as well. And I met Jozie about a year. I think it's been a year now.
It has.
Yeah, I think about a year ago at her event, Astro Chats, that she was holding in downtown Phoenix at a location called Lacuna. And, I was very impressed with her panel and how she had it set up, and just the way she's able to communicate astrology in plain English to people who literally have no idea what it is, and to really make it real for people and have it resonate with people. So I started studying under her, and ever since then I've been, just like studying hard and like trying to learn and trying to incorporate it into the things that I'm doing in my life to improve my life. Because I'm a practical applications guy. Like I don't learn just to learn. Like I'm not just like knowledge for knowledge. Like I take knowledge because I already have a reason. Like I already have a purpose. Like I already have an intention. And then I start with the intention, and then I say, okay, based on this intention, what knowledge do I have to go get to implement this intention? And also, what knowledge can I get where it will be enjoyable for me? Like this is enjoyable. Like I love doing this podcast. I love, studying astrology. I love investing, building wealth. This beautiful home. This is my home. I just purchased with money from the stock market. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just so grateful and so blessed to have her in my life,
Yep.
And we have a business together called Stellium Adventures. That is this podcast is brought to you by Stellium Adventures. You know what I'm saying? Like this is our business.
The Kickoff.
Yeah, this is the Kickoff. Like we are facilitating and hosting events for the, what do we call it? We call it the conscious entrepreneur.
The conscious entrepreneur, the person who feels like they exist in two different worlds. As we go through these podcasts, we'll unpeel more layers of, I feel like both of us are really multi-dimensional sort of dynamic people. And so sort of for people who feel like they have legs in different genres and different worlds, specifically though, the professional entrepreneur, business ownership, business development, stocks, investing, and that can seem a million miles away from spirituality and sacred ceremony, where you're coming to meet with your ancestors and learning more about your own culture and your own sacred practices and how to bring that ritual into your daily routine. Conversation like that and investing and business development, best practices, usually these are happening at very different events. And so over the last year of getting to know each other, I feel like we've really identified that we are not the only people who feel split into two different identities, and that part of the world that we envision for ourselves, for the future generations, is is a society, or at least communities, spaces where we don't have to do that, where we can celebrate the different facets and really stimulate the different facets in the same space. So
yeah, I think a lot of the problem is, especially with us, is they try to put us in a box, right? And you know, for people watching, like, if you feel like people try to put you in a box and you're just not one way, like, we're not one way, we are many ways.
Yeah, I think it's perception, you know, and I can't blame someone for trying to put me in a box, but what I've noticed about being a multifaceted or multidimensional being, and from my perspective, is that whenever you meet someone, or even as you grow something with someone and you connect with them, it can happen that they become really connected and really sometimes even attached to that facet of who you are. And so if you are not interacting with that person in different arenas of your life, they may only grow to know you in that one area, you know, and then if they happen to see you interacting in a different space, you know, or expressing a different part of you that is just as authentic as what they're used to, it can feel like a change up, or it can feel like, hey, why are you acting in a way that I'm not used to you acting? And so this is, again, for people, multifaceted people who find themselves in these kinds of dynamics with their relations, and also, I would say, in your professional work as well, you know, in your social life, in your day-to-day, just trying to figure out how to embody both more seamlessly.
Yeah, we're bridging the gap between, like, the hippy dippy woo woo, you know, astrologer, magic man, magic woman.
There it is.
You know, with the formal, financial, tech savvy, money savvy investor. Like, we're bridging that gap because as humans, we are both like we are spiritual beings as human beings, and we are also, you know, we're builders. We're farmers. We're builders. We build families, we build cities, we build architectures, and there is a technical component to that. There's a financial component to that. There is a component to that is more structured and more logical.
There's a strategic component to that, and that is exactly what I think birthed Stellium Adventures and our desire to cultivate events that we would want to be present at, and that really offer this opportunity to highlight, not just, you know, acknowledge even, but to highlight these dimensional facets of our being. I am a business owner, a business concept developer. I've had the opportunity to grow multiple concepts and businesses over the last 12 years, and it is a very rare experience for me that I can talk about that element of my experience, and it's something that lights my brain up, lights my soul up when I get to talk about it and apply astrology or the different concepts of even esoteric or spirituality. I really appreciate being able to use, as you said, we're builders, so having full access to my whole tool belt is very, very precious to me.
I like that. So
yeah, what do you want to get into?
Let's change gears a little bit. I want to touch on at least the one topic that we talked about, because I think it's going to be fun, which is the do's and don'ts of astrology.
Ooh, the do's and don'ts.
The do's and don'ts of astrology. So let's get into it. Is this
a petty party? Just really quick, are we having a petty party?
Oh yeah, no, we are petty.
We are petty.
Me and you are petty.
We are. There's a petty part of us.
And if you don't like petty people,
that's okay. You don't have to be petty.
It's not okay. It's not okay. If you don't like, okay with this. It's not okay. If you don't like petty people, go watch something else.
Fine. You should probably find a different, unless you're very open-minded. You're welcome to stay, in fact.
Because
you should know.
Because if we talk about your sun sign or your moon sign or your rising sign and we say something petty, and you're going to get mad. I'm sorry. Like, you might be mad. And, you know, like, I am whoops. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yep.
I am a Sagittarius sun, right? Pisces moon.
Yep.
Cancer rising.
Yep.
Scorpio Venus, right? So, you know, Mars and Mercury both in Sagittarius, right? You know, I got I got, I'm a 90s baby, early 90s, so I got Neptune and Uranus in Capricorn, and then I got my Saturn over there in Aquarius. With my Pluto and Scorpio. So that's pretty much my chart. So if we talk about these do's and don'ts, it affects me too. But I'm not going to get petty about it because I know myself. I know my chart. I know what's good about me. I know what my risks are, and I know what my opportunities are. So let's get into it. So you want to talk about like do's and don'ts in like relationships, or do's and don'ts for like a specific scenario?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, like, okay, so like off the top of my head, right? So like maybe for work, like a work environment, or like hiring, or
you know what?
Team building.
You know what? I want to talk about something juicy.
Oh, he wants juicy. He wants to go
because I know for a fact that people want to know about this element of do's and don'ts, because this is probably the most nerve-wracking thing that people have to go through, especially adults, especially in this day and age, with the dating pool being what it is.
Dating pool,
and with just everything about socializing right now. Technology is really putting a stain on our ability to socialize. So let's talk about this: the do's and don'ts of hollering at somebody that you like. So
from the lens of astrology. So you're hollering at, so you see somebody that you like, be it man or woman. You can if you want, you can do the do and don't for the male version and the woman version. I think that'll be cool. What are the do's and don'ts? All right, so you see an Aries person. Let's start with Aries. You see an Aries person, and you want to take them out on a date, right? And you barely know them at all. Let's say you don't know them, or you've only heard of them, and you want to approach them and holler at them. What are the do's and don'ts of trying to holler at an Aries person? Damn, if you're just coming right up like on them and you happen to know that they're an Aries, right? Your first interaction, if you're hoping to get past that first interaction with Aries, you're gonna have to make sure that you impress them. Yep, you're gonna have to make sure that you impress them, and not like where they feel like you're doing it for them to see. They just have to be impressed by you. So like basically, if you're not like the shit, then probably don't actually holler at
don't
Aries.
holler at them at all.
Yeah, because they're gonna hurt your feelings. Just to be honest, I think past that, you would really the co-do there is like acknowledge their greatness. Now, I want to make it very clear that is different from a compliment. Okay, that is different from a compliment. Acknowledging their greatness as well. So just be the best and want the best.
Right. So you have to impress them, like
first.
Like you have to be impressive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
all by yourself.
Yeah, by yourself.
All by yourself.
Like if you're lame, like. So if you're like not intelligent, if you don't have resources,
Aries
like
doesn't want to be associated with anybody but the best, because they are in fact the best.
Gotcha. So you have to be a champion. Gotcha.
They'd rather be alone. They fine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So don't play with them.
Okay, cool. And I think we should time box it, since we don't have too much time here. We're gonna time box it to 2 minutes per person. All right, so we pretty much got Aries done. You got to be a champion. You got to be successful. You got to be top of your game, if you want to holler at an Aries, right?
That's what you're gonna do.
All right, let's get into Taurus. Into Taurus. Like, what are the do's and don'ts? You see somebody, a Taurus person, and feel free to split off into man and woman if you want to. I think that's an interesting dynamic.
I might. Most of them I'm gonna probably keep general, but I could. That's cool. There's a couple that I can think of that are definitely.
That's cool.
Depend on who the person is.
Right.
The whole thing. Here's a disclaimer as well. We're highly pettily generalizing here. Everything that you could say about a Gemini sun or a Sagittarius sun, or all of that is subject to change and interpretation by not only who's reading it, but based off of the other signs and placements in your chart that are all having a mathematical conversation with whatever that astrologer or that person is talking about. All of that is uniquely changed to each individual. And so this is highly generalized and just for fun, y'all.
This is just fun. Everybody has a whole ass chart with many planets on different signs, and there's different configurations, and there's a mathematical conversation.
There is more to you than the petty judgments that come to follow. So there's my disclaimer. But no, Taurus. If you're gonna hit up Taurus, if you're gonna come at Taurus, first thing, like, don't be messy. unless it's like messy from the garden and you have like garden like dirt actually stuck on you, then they would probably like that. But otherwise, no, like by messy I mean like your life, like if you're late, if you're disorganized, don't make up your mind, that can be like an immediate like energetic turn off to Taurus. I think that Taurus really cares about like being comfortable and being like at their own pace. This is really cliche, but like you're gonna need to give them like food or like like if they're not here you
with
go,
a burger in hand.
do not, here's your best do and don't try to hit on Taurus when they're hungry. It will be 100% no.
That's a good one.
Do make sure they get a little snacky. And then if you're gonna run game on Taurus, it's got to be more like poetry than like a fucking rap song, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want that. That's ruled by Venus.
Right. It's got to be beautiful.
It's got to be beautiful.
I got you. It's got to be beautiful. They got to be fed.
Yeah.
They want to be held and fed and comforted, and you know.
But that's good. Yeah,
that's good. Okay, Taurus. So we got Taurus. All right, let's get into Gemini. You know,
Gemini.
I gotta say something about Gemini.
What you gotta say about Gemini?
They hate me. You know, I'm Sagittarius sun.
That's one perspective.
It's the polar opposite of Gemini, right? That's the polarity. And like you were teaching me, you know, polarities, even though they're polarities opposite, like they have a lot in common, right?
So much.
One cannot be without the other, so to speak. It's like the yin and yang kind of relationship. But they seem to hate me. Like they seem to not like me, and sometimes I say I don't like them, but deep down I really do like them. I wish they would like me.
I'm glad you said that last part.
But they don't. Or at least they don't act like they do. So I may say things about Gemini. So all my Geminis in the audience, please don't be offended.
No.
It's coming from a place of trauma and experiences with Geminis in the past.
Also, you are a Sagittarius. And so my teacher taught me, when I said this exact thing to him, he said, I said, why do they hate me? And he said, well, you only think that because you hate yourself. Because Sagittarius is Gemini and Gemini is Sagittarius. And so, like, if we're attracting that kind of energy out, if we're drawing that out, if that's the version of Gemini that is coming at us, there's got to be something in the internal ecosystem, from my perspective, that is not acknowledging something in terms of like that balance in that Sag Gemini energy, because it's all Jupiter. It's all Jupiter, and then you have Mercury. And so Mercury and Jupiter move things very differently. And so they work together very well, though. Really, the secret is coming to that middle point. It's like that midpoint astrology where it's like, okay, what is the center?
Yeah. All right, I'll reframe. I don't think Gemini hates me. They just don't know how to act around me. Yeah. Like they be acting up. Like they always want to. They want to be in my face. They want to interact with me. They want to be friends. But then at the same time, it's just like, you know, they trying to one up me, or they trying to show me out, or they trying to embarrass me in front of people. Like I'm just like, what's wrong with you, Gemini?
Gemini is a lot more matter of fact, and Sagittarius reads into behavior a lot more than Gemini does. Because we're looking for the meaning behind it, versus Gemini is just stating
They're just saying it.
They're just saying
They're just
it.
airheads.
I think that they pull it out of the air in terms of like Gemini is a pollinating energy. Gemini is about local travel, communal sharing of energy. And so you don't have to go far or go deep to get that. It's just right there at the surface level around. And that's one of the beautiful things about Gemini, is that they have the ability to like kind of on their wings, like a social butterfly, grab this different energy from all over the community. And they don't really, it's not their job or their purpose to analyze it. That's sort of what we're here to do as Sagittarius. And so we sort of like bring the exotic plant from far away, plant it in our garden. Gemini walks by, pollination, goes to the beauty shop, drops a seed in the front yard. That flower grows there. We work together when we're healthy in a really beautiful symbiotic way.
And for the record, my best friend is a Gemini rising.
There you go.
But he's also an Aquarius sun. So it's just like,
we love our Aquarius sun.
We love our Sag and Aquarius.
We love our Gemini suns. We love our Geminis. But yeah, do's and don'ts for Geminis. Yeah. Like, I would say a do for Gemini is like, do be funny, do be witty, do be chatty, but like not more than them. They need to talk. Okay, so like do chat with them, but do not let them talk.
Gotcha.
Like they need to talk. Give them a chance to express themselves, or they're going to be like, what I'm saying not important. Why don't you think what I'm saying is important? Because Gemini feels like what they're saying is very important. So
gotcha. So let them basically just let them talk.
Be a conversationalist.
Yeah, have good conversational skills. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's go into Cancer. Lovely Cancer. You know, ruled by the moon, right? Fourth house energy.
Yep.
Water energy, motherly, matriarchal, womb energy, so to speak. What do you think? Do's and don'ts.
Yeah. So do like make your feelings really clear to Cancer. Like do not like be ambiguous with your energy. If you like them, tell them. Like the reassurance is the name of the game there. Is do reassure them, right? Don't think that just because you're flirting with them and sending the little like pow pow like eyelash signal, no, like there needs to be reassurance there so that they feel secure moving or receiving that kind of thing. And then I guess like don't would be like, don't be a fire sign. I'm sorry. Don't be fucking like, don't be too loud. Don't be too wild. Don't be like, you will, like, don't make them cry, basically. Like, just try not to make them cry is like my recommendation. So, no, I love me some Cancers. I actually love them. And I feel like they're the most nurturing, one of the most nurturing signs. I actually have like a hot take on that. I think it's Capricorn. Capricorn is the most nurturing sign of the zodiac. What? Oh my God.
Yeah, it depends on your definition of nurturing.
There you go.
You know, and that's the polarity of Cancer,
it
right?
Happens to be.
Yeah, my brother's a Cancer. You know? So, yeah, but he's actually in the military, but he's got other things in his chart. But
we all do.
Yeah.
Cancer. Okay, we got Cancer. Do's and don'ts.
Yep. All right,
don't make them cry.
Yeah, don't make them cry.
Please don't do that to Cancer.
And reassure them. Let them know how you feel. Right. All right. Let's go into Leo. You know, you're a Leo rising, so you have a lot of experience in this area. You know, so Leo, do's and don'ts. Leo, they got to be the center of attention.
Have to be.
They're ruled by the sun, which is the center of the solar system. So they have to be in the middle. They have to be
like in
front. Like they got to be on stage. Like I know you love being on this microphone right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so tell me, Leo.
No, Leo. Sun is what we're talking about here. We're just isolating that. So this changes depending on everything else.
Right.
Leo, Sun, like for sure, be fun, be funny, be attractive. Like Leo, you think that I would come out and say like compliment them. Okay, hold on, I'm getting there. But they don't want to be complimented by a fucking schmuck. Okay, like if you are not like the life of the party and like cute and funny and like, you know, their caliber, so to speak, then they're probably not going to be. Same thing with Aries. We were talking about the fire sign earlier. Like, kind of like come at them with that energy. They want to be attracted to greatness. They want to be associated with greatness. They want greatness to be attracted to them. And then, of course, like, do compliment them. But I'm gonna make sure that this is a little bit more detailed. Do not give them cheap compliments. Like, they know that their hair looks good. Like, Leo knows that their outfit is good. Don't compliment Leo on, like, cheap compliments. Do give them character rewarding compliments, like, about who they are or what they stand for or something that they've done really well or they're... something that is actually more authentic to who they are than just the way that they dress, unless they're really proud of their aesthetic and that's like their thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no cheap compliments. Yes, genuine, authentic compliments.
Because Leo is royalty, right? So it's like you got to tell a king or a queen something that they haven't already heard about
100%.
themselves.
They have people around them all the time. They're just like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh my God, I love you. You're the sun. But so like give them... And I will say, don't criticize them. Like, I'm just going to tell you right now, like, you need to find, like a safe person in the relationship or a therapist and tell them that they have teeth, like food stuck in their teeth, and then they'll tell them like, no, that's a dramatic. You have to tell anybody that has food stuck in their teeth. You have to tell them immediately or you're a bad person. But like Leo will get their feelings hurt just a little bit. So be prepared for that. They'll get their feelings hurt, but then they will get their feelings hurt more if you don't tell them, and they'll never talk to you again. So pick your poison, basically.
Yeah, that's good.
With Leo.
That's good. Yeah, I love Leo. Leo and Sag.
Oh, cut from the same cloth.
Best friends.
Same cloth.
Best friends. Because we can hype each other up. We can talk each other up and nobody gets offended. It's like, no, you're the shit. Nah, you're the shit. No, you're the best. I know I'm the best. You're also the best. It's like...
And we could go from like fighting legit about something that we're just like hot and heated about that we don't actually care about. We're just like... to like laughing to like building something.
Yeah.
Where versus like I feel like the other signs need time for that kind of like...
Yeah.
We could just like run through that.
Yeah. It's like Leo and Sag, they know that they're great.
True.
They know it. They, like, nobody has to tell them. They don't have an insecurity about that. So yeah, that's all good.
Okay, Leo. We did Leo.
All right, let's go to Virgo, the Earth sign.
Can I just say don't in general? Is that no? I'm sorry. Sorry, Buzz. I love you. I love you. Mommy loves you. My son's a Virgo and he's amazing, and I love Virgos. But y'all need to like.
Yo, I second that.
Really be with yourselves, okay?
We're both Sagittarius sons, so...
Be with yourselves.
We gon'... Yeah.
Like really water thine own garden before you seek to water your neighbor's garden.
That's our square, right?
That's
our square.
A situation like that.
Yeah, that's our square. So like for you guys don't know, the square is an aspect. It's a hard aspect. It's productive, but it's difficult. So if both ends of the square are not harmonious and in alignment with themselves, it can be a disaster.
But which means that for both of us having Sagittarius sun and major Sagittarius placements, it means that we can learn a lot from Virgo energy because it is coming from a square, which is such a productive shift. It has the ability to create such a shift.
For sure.
No, okay, so Virgo, like, do understand that they do not fucking understand your cutesy little innuendo. Okay, like whatever little cutesy little like metaphor innuendo you're trying to say, like you need to just like come directly, like be witty, but like because ruled by Mercury, like funny, like quick-witted, conversationalist again for sure. So like do know how to talk, but like do be literal, like do be direct, like please just be direct about like, yo, this is what I want. You know, if you want a situationship, you just tell them, and they're either going to like tell you that you're wrong and here's like a dissertation on why you shouldn't have a situationship, or they're going to say, yeah, actually, that's what I'm looking for too. Just like cut to the chase, be direct. Do not lie to them ever one time in a million years. Just don't do that. Yeah, don't lie to Virgo. That's their job. Sorry.
I'm gonna add some sound effects like or like wah or something like that.
Don't lie to Virgo and don't lie to Scorpio. You can't lie to Virgo or Scorpio. You can try to lie to Pisces, but like they already know.
We already know.
They already knew that you were gonna lie. They woke up in the morning and they were like, "Oh my god, this bitch is gonna lie to me today," and then you didn't even know that you were gonna lie to them. But then they know.
But then you do, and they're like, "I already knew you would."
I already knew that.
Damn.
That's Pisces.
Damn.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we gonna get there.
Okay.
All right, so we did Virgo. Let's go to Libra. So now we are on the other side of the zodiac. We're on the descendant.
We've crossed the what is that?
Ecliptic.
And what is it? Horizon. Yep, the horizon, the ecliptic. We were up there on the axis now. Now every sign has a concept of duality. Before that switch, it's very internal. It's very
right. Gemini has duality too, but this is more so like about the other, right?
Yeah. This is about the other person. This is about the other energy outside of yourself, polarity in and of itself. If you're gonna hit on Libra, do tell them how cute they are, like immediately. Literally, like you like just tell them, because I know they are, like their skin is perfect and like their cutesy little aesthetic or like whatever it is. Just tell them. Acknowledge it. Do keep it light. Like, do not trauma dump on Libra. Like, Libra is not made for that. Like, call your Scorpio friends. Call anybody but Libra. Like, do keep it light. Do have fun. And, like fun. I think fun. Yeah. Light and fun. And, like, Don't get too heavy. Don't make it too long. Just like short.
So I have a little bit of experience. You know, I've dated some Libras and interacted with some Libras. One thing that I gather is that they like to be like paraded around.
Leo they and want to be, Libra work so well together because of just I think their nature and the way that the two archetypes, when we're looking at just the archetypes isolated, the way that the characteristics are expressed through those archetypes, they're very complementary for each other.
Right. And they're also sextile, right?
Yes.
60 degrees, that's harmonious versus the square, which is not as... that's interesting. Yeah, they like to be paraded around. Like, they like to be made to feel... You got to think about, for me, like when you're hollering at a Libra, you got to think about, how am I making them look right now?
Oh my... Yes. Oh, that if that is not the best do for Libra, and that's the do and the don't. That's the do and the don't. Do not do anything without considering how it will make them feel or how it will make them look. Especially look though. Especially look, because here's what I will say. That sounds shallow, but Libra cares a lot about how you look, and Libra is thinking about these things. Either they're scheming to make you look like a piece of shit in front of everybody so they can socially climb on top of you like a ladder, or they're trying to like have your back, and they're like a great... Libra is like the PR agent, right? So get on their good side and don't tell them anything that you don't want them to tell everybody in the world. Thanks.
Yeah, and you probably want to look good yourself, because if you want to be with them, they're going to be thinking about how they would look with you.
100%.
That's 100%. Good. That's good.
Yes. I'll tell you that now.
You ready for some Scorpio?
Oh my God, I was born ready for Scorpio.
Oh man, Scorpio. So I have a Scorpio Venus.
Okay.
So I'm Scorpionic in certain ways. My Vedic sun sign is also Scorpio.
Same.
Which is the Indian version, right? And when I say India, I mean from India.
Yeah.
For all you racist bastards out there that think Indian is Native American. Like, no, we talking about India, motherfucker.
Actual India.
So you basically take your chart, you subtract 23 degrees.
Yeah, about that.
And then that's your Vedic chart. So for me, like,
it's a whole complex system in and of itself, but that's like a good like way in your brain to kind of get access to both charts in your mind without having to look at both of them. But I will say that it's totally interpreted vastly different. They don't use the outer planets. This is perhaps the mother of like Western tropical astrology.
One day we should get a Vedic astrologer on the podcast.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Vedic astrologers are absolutely incredible. I've had many Vedic readings that have been life-changing for me. And I will continue to get Vedic readings.
But I digress. Let's do do's and don'ts of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, right? And they're a water sign, but they're a fiery water sign, right? Because they got that Mars energy. So let's
This is gonna be fucked up. Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
Remember what I said earlier about like don't trauma dump on Libra? Okay, like do trauma dump on Scorpio, and they will become trauma bonded to you and never leave you. But like understand that they will never leave you. Okay, so like now like you got yourself a partner, you know. But like do show it all, you know. Like that's where you just kind of like, hey, I think you're hot. You want to see my boobs? Can I see yours? Like that's kind of like Scorpio, because really like they're gonna be okay with that. You know, they're probably gonna run away, or they're gonna jump on you and like start making out with you. There's really there's one of two reactions from Scorpio. Either they will run away and hide immediately and pretend like they're invisible, or they will literally cast like an invisibility spell.
It's like think about the scorpion. They either collapse down or go underground, or they just sting
kill. They're coming out. Whatever has found them. So it will be understand the do and the don't is like have your balls on tight, because like you're gonna get a reaction from whichever way that goes. Either they like you and they want it. Buckle up. Or they don't want you and they now see you as a threat and they probably now hate you.
Damn.
So get ready for the risk. Is it worth the reward with Scorpio? It is. I'm just gonna tell you right now. But like, you're gonna be scorned. You're gonna be scorned.
You better
Scorpio
be their cup
moon
of tea.
honorable mention for Scorpio moon. Don't. Okay. Don't do that. Leave that to the professionals, okay? And if you are a Scorpio moon listening to this, go to therapy. Go to therapy, all right? Just find the form of therapy that you need. Maybe it's not talk therapy. Maybe it's fucking like dousing your body in paint and throwing yourself against the wall.
Son.
Go do that, though. Go do that. Fuck.
Man.
Yeah, I'm back. All right.
Yep.
Especially
hey,
if
you gave us a warning.
I'm back.
You
all right,
warned us.
We'll save the rest for another one.
Oh man, one day we just gonna talk about Scorpio.
One day we are.
We could literally just pick one sign and just go
Each
in
one. No, that to be fair, each sign I could absolutely roast each sign.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that.
Yeah, we should do a roast.
A full roast of each sign.
A real
Marvin,
roast.
A petty party roast.
Yes. People are gonna be mad. But you know what? That's what they want. Y'all want to be mad. You want to be mad. You do.
Especially at us.
Yeah.
Can I just say that?
Yeah. 100%.
That's okay.
You want to be mad.
Let's give them something,
we'll give you something to be mad about. Oh man, this is two Sagittarius right now being petty.
With a lot of Scorpio placements.
Yeah, with a lot of Scorpio placements. Some Aquarius sprinkled deep down in there.
Little for flavor.
And some Pisces. So
then where were we?
So we on Scorpio. So let's go to Sagittarius.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Sagittarius. And we could both speak to this personally as well.
Yeah, do be fun. Because probably Sagittarius, even if they look like they're the most fun and they have the most fun, they wish they could have more, and they're sad when they're eating their Cheerios because they missed the parade.
Can I say, do be happy with your own life?
Oh my God, don't be a miserable fuck. Miss me. Miss me. Don't even look at me. If you're miserable, Scorpio, don't talk to me, right? Be happy a little bit.
Don't complain.
Oh,
ugh.
Don't complain.
Do not complain, especially about
that is the biggest
something
don't.
Which you have control over.
That is it, y'all. That is the biggest don't is don't complain to Sagittarius because it's not going to satiate you anyways because we will turn it around because there is a silver lining, baby.
Yes.
And you're going to turn me off. It's going to be a turn off if you don't see that silver lining.
Exactly.
And you're sitting there no, listen, everybody needs a good petty party and a pity party to boot, go in on it, let it out. But if there's not that inner understanding that everything happens for a reason and that the experience is worth it, then and some signs just don't feel that way, but don't fucking talk to us.
Yeah, don't be helpless, don't be hopeless.
Don't be helpless, don't be hopeless.
Don't give up. Don't talk about giving up.
I think don't be helpless is a big one. Sagittarius definitely expects you to carry your own gun, so to speak. You've got to be able to carry your own gun plus a body. You have to be self-sustainable. Sagittarius, the centaur, is a powerful mover and shaker and moves over the earth and really is the elder fire sign and just does not have time for anything other than that kind of thing,
Do talk about the places you want to travel around the world.
Yeah, do that, but not if you're fucking bullshitting and that you don't actually want to go there or you haven't fucking been there
you have
or
to
something.
Actually want to go.
Because what you will do is you will get Sagittarius excited and then Sagittarius will be like, hey, I bought tickets to go to, Vietnam, and you'd be like, oh, I don't have my passport. And then they will never talk to you again.
Oh yeah, if you don't have your passport, don't even holler at a Sagittarius.
Don't miss me.
Yeah, if you got federal charges or some shit, and you can't leave, or child support unpaid.
Also, don't think it's too serious. Also, that's the other don't. Just hot take. If you're hitting on a Sagittarius, don't take it that seriously because they probably aren't, and they probably have 2 other people hitting on them. So I'm not saying that they're gonna Sagittarius will be honest and with you, but unless you're with them, you need to boo up Saggitarius before you take shit seriously.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, if we're not booed up, you can't cuff me. You can't claim me. You can't make no claims on me. It's just when you were talking about.
They hate us for that.
She was getting ready before, and she was like, "Oh yeah, if some girl sees a strand of blonde hair on the ground, they might say something." I'm like, that girl would have to have the audacity to say something like that.
Yeah.
If they're not with me, if we haven't been together and for a long time, they shouldn't have anything to say about finding a piece of blonde hair on the ground. What are you talking about? So
you got to be in the adventure to chirp about
exactly.
it.
A Stellium adventure.
A Stellium adventure.
Yep.
All right, so that's Sagittarius. Do be fun. Don't be lame.
All right, let's talk about the lovely Capricorn.
Oh, Capricorn.
The
Do you
polarity
have
of
a
Cancer.
good credit score?
Do you have a good credit score?
Do you have a good credit score? Do you have like interesting, like, be ready to talk about your goals? Mm-hmm. Do lead with that, you know? I would say that's like the big do. Like, don't for Capricorn. If you're trying to like hit on Capricorn, do not. Same thing in a way with Libra. Think about how you're making them look. If you can stage a situation where they look amazing, or like you are contributing to something that they're doing, this is a very practical sign. So like acts of service, for instance, which is not as like sexy and exciting when you're just like hitting at somebody, but that is really what Capricorn cares about. Capricorn is looking at you immediately and thinking, will you go the distance? And if you're just attractive and if you can just show them a good time, even if you could put them on a yacht for the night and all of this, they're going to run the math and say, how much is that going to cost me? Is this in the long run? Is it better for me to go home and get a good night's sleep so that I could go find somebody tomorrow that's more aligned? Because they're really looking for that, like, that result.
Ooh, can I say do have long-term vision?
Do have long-term vision.
Because there's a lot of people that are short-sighted and all they think about is instant gratification. Like the people that are like, oh, I'm just living in the now, or I'm just living for the present.
Don't be changing your shit up all the time. Like, you gotta have shit that you can show for yourself. Like, if Capricorn really wants to see, like, I've been growing this plant for 5 years.
Right.
And I've propagated it.
Right.
You know, like, again, with the credit report, it's like, I've been building this, I'm maintaining this. Mm-hmm. And, like, also, like, do not wear flip-flops. Don't. And don't wear basketball shorts or anything crazy like that. Like, do be business casual.
I'm dead.
Like, just do. All right? Thanks. Bye.
Especially what are the flip-flops that people wear in Arizona?
Reef.
The reefs with the freaking
I just introduced you to that. That blew his mind, y'all.
That blew my... I'm from New York, so I know nothing of
bottle opener
this.
On the butt.
That is disgusting.
But anyway. Y'all. Welcome to Arizona.
Yo, Arizona. Are y'all country? I don't know if y'all are country. We'll talk about that one day. Yeah, but...
freaking cowboys out here, okay?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I have a whole...
I'm going to take you the buffalo chip.
I have a whole theory about what country is and what it isn't. But anyway.
We gonna get into that.
Capricorn. So, let's talk about Aquarius now.
Oh, my God.
So, you have an Aquarius moon.
I have an Aquarius moon.
So, this speaks to you.
Yeah, I also have oh, my God. Aquarius. I'm just going to say, in general, about Aquarius, do. Right, especially if you're an Aquarius woman. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, it's just like this God-given like tendency for me to rip my own heart, hand it to you, and then ask you if you want a fork or a spoon. Mm-hmm. It's just worth it though, because they're so pretty while they're eating it. Mm-hmm. You know. No. So like, do be prepared to talk. Like, be fucking prepared to have conversation. Do not. I cannot stress this enough. Do not get attached to the version of them that you fell in love with or became attracted to. Okay? Don't do that, because you will hurt your own feelings. Mm-hmm. Does that version exist in the cup of straws that is Aquarius? Yes, it does. But the chances of you interacting with that version specifically on a routine basis are very, very low. Okay?
Don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up. That's the lottery every day. Is it back? Are we back? Is it the purple hair? Nope, it's green hair again today. Okay. And tomorrow it might be pink. And if you don't like the rainbow, don't. Okay. Just don't do that.
Damn. Because like, it's crazy, because like Aquarius is a fixed sign, but what they're fixed about is
being changed.
Yeah.
They're fixated on change.
On being different.
Here's where Aquarius has a hard time changing. Aquarius has a hard time changing their mind. And this is a very good, just quick, like, understanding of the axis of Aquarius and Leo. Mm-hmm. Leo is loyal to the person, attached to the person, fixed on the person. Aquarius is loyal, fixed, and attached to the idea.
Ooh. Aquarius
will replace you so fast to get to their idea of love. Like, they have an idea of what it is to be in love. They fall in love with an idea of love, not people. Aquarius does not fall in love with people. If you start acting up and you start coming outside of the parameter of what their idea of love is, then you're gone. They have no loyalty to you because their loyalty is to the idea of love. Leo is much more opposite. Leo is much more, I am going to like imprint upon this person, depending on placements, we're highly generalizing here, and loyal to the person. I could never have this with anyone else. It's just this. So that's where the polarity of Leo and Aquarius come in.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Ooh, Pisces.
Ooh, yeah, we're going into Pisces, baby. The last sign in the zodiac.
You got to start us with this one.
All right, so I have a Pisces moon.
Yeah.
Damn. So one thing I would say about Pisces is don't not talk about your feelings with them.
Oh my God.
Don't hide how you feel about them.
Yeah.
Don't play games.
Don't do that.
Because they already know that you're playing games.
Yeah.
Don't have dirty energy. Like, don't be toxic. Because if you're toxic, they can smell it on you. And if they're toxic, they're going to be attracted to you because they want to be toxic with you. Because Pisces doesn't like pain. So if you want to holler at Pisces, you just got to be honest with them. And you got to keep it light. You got to be funny. You got to keep it funny. Make them laugh. Pisces has a lot in common with Sag. They're both ruled by Jupiter, and I have Sag Sun and Pisces Moon. Yep. So for me, if you're not funny, if you're not able to take a joke, and sometimes the jokes might be harsh, like we might laugh at some shit that maybe we're not supposed to be laughing at.
Maybe.
If you can't laugh at that, like, Pisces is not going.
I think do make Pisces feel good and understand that your energy, like, you cannot cry on your way to hang out with Pisces and then like dry your eyes and then go inside and expect that's not gonna work. Do take care of yourself. Do practice good energetic hygiene, because Pisces will cut you the fuck off so fucking fast to protect their energy if they're healthy, because they're very sensitive and powerful sensors of energy. So yeah, do be aware of your own feelings and in like responsibility for them. Don't make your feelings their feelings. And ask them how they're feeling. Yeah,
definitely ask them how they're feeling. Yeah. Act like you care about how they feel. And also, you can't act.
You cannot.
You have to actually
act
care.
Like you care how Leo feels. They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
The Pisces,
you have to actually care.
You gotta really care.
Yeah. And I would also say, don't talk their ear off. Because Pisces knows how to daydream. So once you begin to be boring, Pisces will just space out and they'll start thinking about something else. They'll think about whatever brings them pleasure. So whatever you're talking about, it needs to engage Pisces. Pisces is the void, right? Pisces is the universe. Like, Pisces is the collective, like on a more spiritual, ethereal level. So if what you're talking about is not hitting, they'll just space out. So make sure you're engaging Pisces. You
have to. Yeah. If you're not, then they're going to disengage themselves. Also, a very ethereal being that sort of has their foot in one world here in the physical begrudgingly, and the other sort of out in the ethers in the dreamland. So yeah, do also be ready for like a spiritual ride, and I feel like you can't be in proximity to Pisces without getting activated in some way, similar to Scorpio. So just be nice to Pisces, yo. Don't be mean to Pisces, okay? Because we don't like that around here. Don't take that kindly. Be nice to the water signs. Yeah, because if you're mean to any of the water signs, they'll probably kill you. Yeah, actually, Cancer is the #1 serial killer, I'm pretty sure. Damn. I'm really actually sure, almost sure about that. Yeah, which makes perfect sense. I just personally, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Oh, I can't wait to hear. In a later episode, we're going to talk about why that makes perfect sense to Jozie. We will. Yep. We're gonna roast each sign, and we're gonna do most likely 2 segments. Mm-hmm. I think we should most likely like a fucking yearbook. Oh man. Most likely 2. Yeah. That's good. I think that was good. Yeah, no, that's it. Do we like that for today? Yeah, I think that's good for today. We went through all 12 signs, do's and don'ts. We introduced ourselves. We had our pilot. We did that. This podcast was brought to you by Stellium Adventures LLC. We put on events that bridge the gap for the conscious entrepreneur.
And yeah,
Marvin,
that's our
Titus Tax
show.
Pros,
Yep.
Money Marv.
Yep, Money Marv, Titus Tax Pros. You know, I make music, I invest. I like to take long walks on the beach. You know, I like to do a lot of things. I study astrology with the lovely Jozie, master astrologer. Been studying and practicing astrology for 20 years, and she's still in her practice, constantly learning and getting better each day.
Yeah, we out here.
This is a lot of fun. I can't wait to do future
We'll be back,
episodes
you
here.
guys.
Yeah.
We'll be back. So
Yep,
this
yep.
actually was for us to stare at ourselves and figure out how to do this. So thanks for being a part of it.
Yes, thank you. And make sure you visit stelliumadventures.com for all of your Phoenix, Arizona proximity events.
Or for an international astrology reading anywhere.
Anywhere. You know, I'll put Josie's information on the ticket. I'll also put my information on the ticket for any tax needs or business
Titus Tax Pros.
consultation. TitusTaxPros.com for all your tax needs.
You.
So
Signing out. Ooh.
that's our show.
We're
We
gonna
will
have to
see
come
you
up with
later.
an outro, like a lame outro.
Yeah,
or something.
we're gonna get that going.
We're gonna get really lame for you guys. Promise.
Yeah. All right.
Bye.
Peace out. Bye bye.